on this channel, I do like to try and get as many of these things properly back on the road as I can. And I'm really excited to do it to this thing because I want to use it, I want to drive it. It looks like a pretty cool motorway smoker, you know? Nice sort of long distance cruiser. But to do any long distance cruising in it, it needs to have an MOT. And currently, it will not pass an MOT because the lights do not work. The indicators don't work, main beams don't work. A lot of things that you need for an MOT don't work. And it's all because of this little black box here, right? This is your light control unit or light control module. I am not a BMW technician. I'm not a trained auto electrician. I'm none of those things. I'm just a guy trying to get cars back on the road. And sometimes things can get quite complicated and I can make mistakes. And I have made a mistake in this video. So in the interests of showing you everything that goes into putting a car back on the road, I think it's important to show you the mess ups as well as the good things. I need to put the old one in.
Yeah.
Why? Because quid down the drain.
Yeah.
So you're looking at 410.52.
9/10 of the car are in pieces.
Go to the attic. Whoa!
Wow. It's not having it. It's not having it. Doesn't want to move. This car is going to be the death of me. It really is. If you go on eBay and type light control module in BMW E38, that's what comes up. And there's loads of them for sale everywhere. Mine looks nothing like that. So this is my light control module. I can tell it's my light control module because it says Hella on it there. But it's not just as straightforward as plugging this thing in. And to explain why it's not just as straightforward as just plugging this in, I need to bring someone back in.
First, we're going to have to hook the old unit up, just pull some part numbers and a bit of information off it, just so we can get all the car settings pulled out of it before we install the new one. Then we've got to do a little bit of flashing, then align it to the car, and then fingers crossed we get some lights back.
Can't fit electronics with a hammer, sorry.
I know, and that's why I don't like it. If you can't hit it with a hammer to fix it, then I don't want to.
Not interested.
No.
Oh, hang on.
What?
That's the new unit. You need to put the old one in.
I need to put the old one in?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I've got to pull some data off it before we can.
Oh god, right, okay, well, let's do that then.
As this is one of those annoying cars from the crossover period, BMW is still kind of in between two different diagnostic protocols. And you've got standard ODB2 port, which if you mess around with cars, you've probably seen on more modern cars. And BMW have got their own round 20-pin version. And apparently, on this car in particular, through the ODB2 port, you can only communicate with the engine and transmission. It doesn't really help us very much. So we've got a new fang-dangled little adapter device, and that will hopefully allow us to use my laptop to communicate with the rest of the car.
Have you fixed it yet?
See in a minute.
There's clips on everything. Everything has a clip, doesn't it, with BMWs? Doesn't just, nothing's push fit.
No, never. Step one was a bit of a failure. So this is that little adapter link lead I was talking about earlier. Hooked it up to the laptop, and we've got exactly the same communication as we have through the ODB2, which is
yeah, so that was £4 down the drain.
Yeah. Bye. So, thanks to Google and YouTube, we've now come up with a little hack that's apparently going to solve this little issue for us. So by bridging those two pins, you will now be able to communicate through the ODB2 connector. Let's go and try.
Probably not going to work, is it?
What are you going to do if it does?
Be amazed. Is it inside the car time?
It's inside the car.
We've just opened the shutter on this very windy day because we've had to fire the beamer up and get it running. One of the, I think the reason we couldn't get in was because there was just not enough volts.
At all.
At all. So even with the Starty Bastard 3000 on it, we still weren't getting enough volts in. So we've had to get the car physically running, and we just got to leave it running while we do any stuff. One of the symptoms of a bad LCM is huge battery drain, and the two main, they're high beams. They take a lot of battery to just leave those on, and they're constantly on, plus loads of other stuff. So hopefully now we're in.
The little jumpy method in the diagnostic box under the bonnet has worked. We can now get in and view stuff that we could never view before, like the airbag. And you've got 3 codes in there. But it's alright, we'll just clear them. Nothing in there now.
Good. No airbags have gone off. It's probably, oh, the reason there's codes is probably because I had to take the airbag out to do the, to get into this door, which is now working every time I try and open it, which is a breath of fresh air, isn't it? Bob's just working away in there, and while he's doing those bits, I can't be of any use. So what I'm doing, using my Greg's palettes, which is lovely, isn't it? Bit of silver paint in there, bit of primer, bit of lacquer, that sort of stuff. And I'm just touching up. I don't know if you remember those bits on the front of the, that was a big yellow patch, the paint was missing off there. So I'm just doing some little touch-ups on there. Just got to do one more silver and then a little bit of lacquer, and that'll take your eye off that. But I don't remember if you saw in episode 1, but all the paint was all chipped off, so it was just a big block of yellow, which isn't very cool.
What? Can talk to the telephone. It's got 3 errors in it.
Hey, speaking of which, while you're doing that...
No way. No.
EE. My plan with this, right?
Will it work?
I
Is it
don't-
not like a special type of SIM card that was in these?
I don't think it'll work, but if it does, what I'm going to do is I'm going to... There you go, look. When we go for the big run in this car, we're going to take it out for a nice little road trip, if we ever get it to work. If it gets an MOT, when it gets an MOT, of course, at the end of this video, we're going to take it out for a nice road trip, and I'm going to put the telephone number of this card on my Instagram, and this is a terrible idea, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then when we go out for the trip, I'm going to put it out there and I'm going to say, if you want to be on Tasty Classics, give me a ring, and then hopefully people will ring in to the car phone while we're driving along and we can speak to them.
That'd be cool.
And
We'd
we
have to do like a live stream broadcast.
Well, we
like
can do it at the end of this video.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool. You're going
it
to come for the
works.
road trip. Might go down to Caffeine and Machine
When?
at the end of this road, when the car's MOT'd, when the video's finished, when you've fixed that and I've done all this other stuff on that bench.
If we get it finished when my holidays are still going, then yeah, boy, I'm up for that.
Mate, you're always on holiday. I'm just looking in the handbook to find out where to put the SIM card in, and Rob is playing with buttons.
I've managed to get into the main central body electronics unit, and now I can play with stuff like central locking. So if you listen carefully, it's not done that before, is it?
Do it again.
Ready? That's locked.
That's so cool.
That was unlocked.
Seems to have worked. Nice.
There we go.
What else can you control?
Window regulators. Shall we play with the windows?
Yeah, go on, so you can put the windows down or something.
Regulator. So driver's door open. Ready?
In the back.
Well, I think it's confused.
Obviously, this is the least important thing. You don't need a cool 80s flip phone for an MOT, but you push that down and card comes out the bottom.
No way. When was the last time you saw a
Never.
full card size Limp card?
And
How are
hopefully,
you going to get that in there?
well,
man?
I'm hoping that. That's never going in there. No, it's fine. We can get that in there.
Does the display work?
Annoyingly, the display is blank on this. I don't know if it's anything to do with the stereo, because the stereo's always been blank. Although it's not saying on the telephone, it's not saying insert SIM card anymore.
Still no response from card reader.
So I can. Oh, it's got a little area.
I hope you've got to use that.
What's most for?
Telephone type. GSM phase V. Over that
And
one.
again, it could be one of those things where some people were saying that these are, they run off a different thing and now they won't work anymore.
Oh, because they don't operate on that network anymore, some shit like that.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. Don't operate on cool guy networks.
Cool. So we've spent a good half an hour now just running through all the different modules on the car, clearing down loads of codes, and I was hoping it was going to spark this unit into life, but I've still got absolutely no communications with this light module. So plan B is we're going to plug the new one in.
And what is the risks of doing this, Rob?
So there's no risk of doing anything at the moment. The only problem is this won't be coded to the car, and I can't get some configuration information off it.
Configuration information?
Yeah.
proclamation. So the bad news is those lights came on straight away. And any indicators?
Nothing. But let's see if we can talk to it. Oh, it's control module. No response. No. Oh no.
Sad times. I've been a bit of an idiot, haven't I?
Bit. Massive idiot.
Gonna have to bleep that out.
Well-
right, in my defence, right, so the module that I took out, everything that I saw online said it was in the passenger footwell and it looked like that. And then Rob's just said, well,
Were you reading an American forum by any chance?
quite possibly, yes. So a little bit of a rookie mistake there on my behalf. However, it wasn't that much of a rookie mistake, because what I did do is, just in case of this eventuality of finding another light control unit, which we've now found under there, I went to the effort to buy another one.
By mistake, which that's the best mistake I think you've ever made, mate.
Well, it was half a mistake and half of a, I kind of thought there might be one somewhere, and Rob's found it. So it's down in that footwell there. So we're now going to pull that one off and put the other one on, which I bought completely knowing that I should buy that.
And in typical BMW fashion, it is buried.
Yeah,
We're
buried,
going to have to pull off the dash out here.
held on with some cement.
Yeah.
So that was a little mess up on my behalf.
But it's good. At least we've got a few little bits to have a look at before we completely call it a day.
Yeah, and also, in my defence as well, that one says Hella on it. Why would it say Hella on it if it wasn't for lights?
Hella do lots of things.
Yeah, all lights. Whoa! Off my car's coming apart. Oh my god, what are you doing?
Oh, there's not more, is there? Oh, BMW.
Watch out for the spiders. There was quite a big one in earlier the other week.
Have you got a touch?
I'm holding it. 9/10 of the car are in pieces.
Exactly. Look at all the corrosion in there.
Yeah, it was a bit sweaty, this car, wasn't it?
Just a bit. Right.
All the connections covered in corrosion, is that right?
That is right.
Well, do you want to just, while you're down there, just chuck that one in and see what happens?
I'm going to plug that in.
Fire the car back up and see if it'll talk.
Oh, we've got more stuff. Look. Oh, the lights work. Do it again.
Look.
No. Check rear light, check front. Ah, right. Come on. Yes. Oh,
No lights.
no lights. Oh, yes. We've got side lights and headlights. Do a flash.
That's flashy.
Okay, flash isn't working. Do side lights and headlights.
Side lights.
Side lights, yeah. Headlights. What about flash now?
Flashy.
No, no flash. Side lights and headlights though. Indicate right. Oh my god. Indicate
Got
left.
hazards, but we've got no indicators.
You did then. You had an indicator.
An indicator.
That indicator was working.
But this could be because it needs programming to your car configuration. So
An indicator did work though. Put the headlights on again. Oh wow, we've got one number plate light bulb out and we've got two headlights. Got fog lights. Got reverse. Brakes, all brakes working. Reverse is working. Oh wow. But yeah, I've got a little number plate light out which I'll just swap over now.
well, that's good because at least we've got something to go after now.
Amazing. Do you want to keep the car running? Well, or is that not a good idea?
We can fire it up. Before I go any further, I'm just going to take some notes off part numbers on here and notes off the one that we bought.
Oh no, got a huge Fanta
Oh
leak.
no.
Huge Fanta leak under the car. Sorry about that, Rob. So we're just trying to find another one of these, but
We're sorry to keep you waiting. We're experiencing a higher number of calls than usual. Please continue to hold and we will be with you shortly.
Rob and I are in the office. We've got, Rob's dismantled these things, and they are different, annoyingly. The part numbers are slightly different. I'm trying to find another one with the correct 8386207, and so far, no good. So I'm phoning BMW, and we're going to try and get a price for a brand new one.
That part number you've given me doesn't cross over to this car. So from ourselves, you're looking at 410.52.
Okay.
It will take about a week to arrive after ordering as well.
Well, if you give me that number, I'll just Google a picture of it and then I can see if it's the same looking module. It's a lot of money.
Can't remember, but go on.
Yeah, don't worry. You mentioned at the time you might have the light control module. I was just wondering if you still got it and if we could come up to get it, because we're just doing some work on my car now.
Yeah, I've still got a light control module, yeah.
Magic. Any chance you could just either send us a pic or just tell us the part number of it, just so we can make sure it matches up?
372875.
It's not the right one, is it?
No.
This is a nightmare. So the guy from BMW wanted 450 quid plus coding. We can't get one of these online easily. They're all over the place. We're just trying our best to find one that we can go and get now, really. We can get one delivered off eBay, but it's just days and days away, isn't it?
That is. And you're at the mercy of the Royal Mail then.
Yeah, so we're working on it. Cars, eh? In the meantime, one thing we can do is put the wrong part number one in and potentially try and... What do you do to it, Rob?
No, first we're going to put the right part number in and see if we can communicate with it now. Now we've cleaned it up a bit.
Oh, is this the old one, the original one?
Yeah.
Now that you've cleaned all the connections. Okay. So that old one is pretty dead, isn't it? Stuff has come to life. I've just put the original control unit back in, not the other one. What the hell? Stuff is doing things, but...
Oh. Keep doing that. Let's see if we can talk to it.
Look at the big headlight thing just came on.
Oh, hello.
It's having a right hissy fit.
It's slowly coming back to life, though, isn't it?
Maybe, yeah. We've got the heaters on in the car as well because it's Baltic, but... can you put the headlights on?
Hello. Yes, it's half picked up a part number.
Whoa, okay. Have you ever seen one that goes up to 32 as well? That's good, isn't it? They usually only go up to 31. But that is now working, which is a big MOT thing. Check number plate lamp. I did that. I changed it. Check rear fog light. Look at the flash. Flash is working.
That's proper weird.
Kind of is, and then it stays on.
We had this before though. It was like...
It's just on and off, isn't it?
Yeah, bits where they see like the little dots come up now to say it's...
Tampered up.
Yeah. So it won't communicate.
No, so we've bravely decided to give up, just for the moment, because we need to get the other one with the proper number, the proper part number, because we're not able to do stuff to that one because it's a different part number of the car, etc, etc, and the other one's not reading it. However, positives from today so far, positives from today and the 6 hours that we've been here, by messing about with the body control module down there, we've cleaned a few things and there's some stuff has come back to life, but also the other one down there, we've cleaned a few things and messed about with it enough to know that a lot of the lights do work, and we have had periods of time where the hazards are working now, for example. They never have. Sometimes the indicators work, sometimes all the headlights work and stuff, so stuff's coming back to life, and every little bit does help, I think, doesn't it?
It's getting there, yeah. I think what we've proved is that is faulty, so that's the original light control module off the car. The one that we've got isn't the right one for the car, hence we've only got partial functionality. So
Not
now
with the car, not with us.
Yeah, well, I don't know. So yeah, if we get the right module with the right part number, hopefully we can program it in. Should be pretty straightforward then, and we can, fingers crossed, get ready for an MOT.
We've been waiting for almost 2 weeks for this parcel to arrive, and it's finally here. And Rob has come back and he's bought his dog Milo, which is fun, isn't it?
Good
So
boy.
there's the Milo.
Can you open that for us?
So Milo's just opening this 130 quid ECU that took 2 weeks to arrive. But yeah, he seems to be doing a good job of that. Just let him carry on. But yeah, Rob's here, and I've been busy on the front end of this thing. I've been doing a couple of little upgrades just while I've been waiting. These, all sad, look. Sad, pitted. You can buff them, you can sand them, you can re-lacquer them, you can do all sorts of crazy cool stuff like that. Or you can go on eBay and buy brand spanking new ones.
Looks better when it came off the production line, that, doesn't it?
So nice, isn't it?
Proper nice job.
So I've just been fitting those, which is dead fiddly, as everything is on a BMW. And I've also got, in this big parts pile here, all nice new rear lights and loads of other cool stuff. So we will get to fitting all that shortly. Oh, it's well packaged, isn't it?
How many layers of packaging do we need?
So hopefully this is going to match up with the part numbers that we need it to. We're going to plug it in, we're going to try and make everything work, and if it does, we could be laughing. It's just a few little bolt-on bits then after that. I've also got this massive box of tricks, which we're going to get into as well, if we can get everything else done in the car, which is super exciting.
You come to help. You only good at installing ECUs. Yeah.
Good at eating ECUs.
Yeah, I bet you are. When we find it.
Where have you put it? It's not that one, that's the old one.
That's it.
Ah, nice. So we're going to plug this in now and see if it all comes to life.
So, got hazards.
Let's have a look. Nice, okay, that's a good start. And you've got headlights. Are the headlights on? Have you put those on?
Yeah, we've got that's main beam.
Right, switch headlights off.
Headlights off.
Nice. Headlights on.
Headlights on.
Fogs.
Fogs.
Nice.
We all good?
What about that reverse light?
Oh, I have to put my feet in the car now. Oh.
No, you don't have to. You can just move it. Brakes are working. Yeah, reverse lights. Sick.
Oh,
We've got all ensemble of lights at the
got
back.
beepy stuff as well.
Oh, is that parking sensors?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Side lights?
Sides.
Yep.
Dipped.
Yep.
Main.
Is that you flashing?
Yeah.
No, nothing.
So I've got no main on the dash either.
Right, and we've got no indicators.
And we've got no indicators.
So we're
apart
missing
from the hazard. The hazard works.
Yeah, we're missing main beam and indicators. Interior lights are working, which weren't before, which is superb. So just the two really important bits now. I wonder if Rob would pass it for giving 20 quid.
You never know.
Stunning.
I've got a horn.
The horn didn't work.
Well, it works now.
So we have lost the tamper dart. Rob's managed to fix it. How the hell have you done that?
So I've reprogrammed the VIN from this car into this unit. So that's stage one done. So that's good, as this car now sees this ECU as belonging to this car.
Wow.
Now we've just got to mess around with a few options and just get the ECU configuration aligned to the car's configuration. So at the moment, that's why we've got like no indicators, because at the moment it's still programmed for whatever car that came out of.
Which could be a X5 or anything.
Could be, yeah, and it could have slightly different options. So we've got to do a bit more fiddling around now.
Amazing.
Then,
like it could have indicators on the roof or something.
exactly, yeah. Well, BMWs don't have indicators anyway, do they? This one must be special.
Yeah, this BMW is fine.
Special.
It's normal.
Even got the time on the dash now.
Oh my God.
What a day to be alive.
Do the flash.
Yeah, boy.
This is unreal.
Everything.
Matt
lightweight.
Armstrong, if you're watching, you need a Rob. You know, all those guys that couldn't start that Lamborghini, you need one of these.
You can switch lights on a BMW.
That's amazing. We've been at this for, I mean, how many hours do you think it's taken us to do this in
I don't
total?
know. If we include the other episode 1, there's probably a good 4 or 5 hours. But there's been a lot of learning on the job, finding out we've got the wrong unit,
Yeah.
then we've got the wrong code in a unit, but now we've managed to flash the correct code into your new unit, and boosh, everything is now playing ball.
Let's have a look from outside. Side lights.
Side light,
Correct. Headlights.
headlight,
Flash.
flash.
Oh, wow. Indicate left. left.
Indicate left.
Indicate right.
Indicate right.
Incredible.
Hang
What
on.
about the... Oh, fog lights, fronts. Let's go. Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Look
boy.
at that. Milo, what do you think? Oh, this is so cool.
Well chuffed.
Amazing. Right. On the rear of the vehicle, everything off.
Everything off.
So, left,
Left.
right,
Right.
brake,
Brake.
headlight,
Headlight.
fog.
Fog.
Oh my God, and we've got reverse. Oh, interesting. Just move the stick a bit. No reverse lights. Oh no, they came, no. No reverse light, weird.
I'm just going to go and check some codes on the transmission now, just in case that's causing any issues with the reverse light not working.
Amazing. I can't believe it though, you don't need a reverse light for an MOT. This thing, you know, apart from fitting all those brake discs and all the other like dress-up parts to make the thing look like new, it's ready for its test, man.
Fucking is, isn't it? Right, there was an error in that. I don't know what it said because it was in German, but see if we've got reverse lights.
Oh, yes!
Have we?
We've got reverse lights.
Go on.
Oh, so good. This thing is ready to be smoked round.
Can we go do some donuts now?
Oh, so happy with that. Right, I owe Rob several thousand beers. We've just ordered a pizza as well, so I think we'll do that, and then, yeah,
Good timing, that one, isn't it?
maybe have a bit of a tidy up, but what a great Sunday. Fantastic.
Celebration pizza. Ta-da. Still there.
Hey. If you didn't know as well, Rob is restoring a Mazda MX-5, but not just restoring it, doing a...
Ridiculous job I wish I'd never started type
Yeah.
of restoration.
It's mental. So go on Facebook and Instagram and check out, is it NA8C Roadster?
NA8C Roadster on the Instagram, or search UNOS Roadster Restoration on Facebook and you'll find my little project page.
And it's been ongoing for years, and like imagine a brand new MX-5 and then imagine that but a lot better, and that's what Rob's doing. He's doing all of our heads in with it, really. Just like we had like this, we've got a group chat and he spent ages talking to us about the thickness of the foam that goes on the back of the HVAC unit, which is your air box.
All the foam flaps, because it's got to be right, otherwise it don't work, does it?
Well, it does work. It does, but it's not right, and no one will ever see it.
But now it works as Mazda intended it to work.
Or better. So if you want to see proper stuff, I was going to say proper anal stuff then, but don't search for that. But if you want to see proper amazing restoration stuff, then go and check out what Rob does, because it's pretty
The type of standards I tried to ingrain into Ben over many years, but it just never happened.
So, right, you're doing one car. How long has it been ongoing so far?
Well, I started it 2018.
Yeah. We're going to send this engine off, and for all Rob's help with all of this, I am going to stick some cash in towards getting this engine completely rebuilt, because it's supercharged and stuff as well. Is that it there? Is that a supercharger?
There's the bracket for the supercharger, so that's here.
Yeah.
There's the tensioner for the supercharger. But all the supercharger goodies are safely stashed at my house.
Nice. So yeah, I'm going to chuck him a few quid for helping me out with this car and going towards that. So if you want to help me help Rob, and you know, lessen the blow for all this incredible expense, go on to tastyclassics.co.uk and you can buy hats, you can buy hoodies, you can buy lots of stickers, Dirty Rascal stickers, loads of cool stuff that you can put in your car. Key rings, if you want them. Loads of cool things. Nice. So on both sides of the car, we're now fully back together, which is very, very nice and all looking good. And you're not going to believe this, right? So I'm not like a very good mechanic or anything, yet I have managed to make that BMW better than BMW made it, because I've reached the same conclusion of everything being put back together, yet I have 1, 2, 3 screws left over. I mean, that's impressive, isn't it? They just didn't need to put those on, and they did. Rank amateurs. Crazy. Anyway, that's all sorted. I've now got to do these rear lights before I get it up on the ramp and get the brakes done. I'm so happy that everything's now working in the car. It's the next day, and yeah, I've tested everything again and it's just perfect. I've also finished off my lights on the front, and I mean, I don't know what you think of those. I don't know how well you can see them. Obviously, it's going to look better with a wash because it's covered in dirt at the moment, but I'm so made up with that. It's just looking gorgeous. It's a huge sort of facelift. It's just a real sort of, it just brightens everything up and just makes it look that little bit nicer. But yeah, it's time to pull these things out and put nice new ones in, because they are gone. All the brakes are now completed on the Big 7. Thank God. They were not easy. They were a real struggle to get off. Just things sat in a field for a million years was not ideal. So I didn't film a lot of it because I knew it'd be a ball ache and I just wanted to get it done, to be honest. Anyway, these look horrible, just all snapped and rusty and stuff, so I'm just going to put some new ones in. It's very simple. Oh, voila! Look at the state of that screw. Not lots left to that, is there? Oh, keep it in the spares department though, in the emergency screws drawer. Doesn't that look a million times better? We should be ready for an MOT now. You'd have thought, wouldn't you? Just drop the car down, put the wheels on, new centre caps, new bolts, exciting, down for an MOT. However, we've got a problem. The MOT is booked in for tomorrow afternoon, right? I have to get to that MOT station for tomorrow afternoon, partly because that's when it's booked in for, but also partly to get this video ready for you for Saturday and another video that I'm doing so I can start doing that on Thursday. Anyway, the problem is jacking points. I forgot from the first episode that jacking points were all rotten, so I'm going to have to weld them up, which is really annoying. So I'm going to come in a little bit earlier tomorrow, and we're going to get all the under trays and stuff off and just put a couple of plates over them, big thick steel plates, big thick weld all around the edges, clean them all up, give it a bit of a paint and send it down for a test. I'm going to try and do that as quickly as I can tomorrow morning, because I was hoping to use tomorrow morning to fit the cool things in that black box, but I need to do the welding instead. So thankfully we've got really nice clean metal all around it, which is what I was hoping for. The rest of the sill, if you see down there, is just, it's all superb. It's all really, really clean and solid. Even this corner bit here. So all I'm going to do is just grind all this back, cut some of the worst bits off, and then just put a real thick solid plate over it, and then put loads of rust converter and paint and all that sort of stuff, just to try and give it a bit more longevity. I'm not going to cut the whole things out and do all sort of magic, you know, 2-day jobs like that. Let's just get it boxed off, because I've got roughly 4 hours to do this. It'll be fine, it'll be fine. And I think I've got the same to do on the other side, but I've not pulled that sill off yet, so I better crack on. Welding is completed. Certainly starting to warm up as well, isn't it? One thing I hate about welding is it just destroys all your clothes. Really frustrating. Anyway, completed, brand new. Where are we? Completed, brand new. So good as gold, hoping that Rob, MOT man, will be appreciative of my efforts. But we're going to find out very soon. I've got to get him on the ground now, but first I've got to put the wheels on. And before I do that, there's a couple of little things I want to show you. You can see these centre caps are all sad, and we need new ones, and I've got some. And also the wheel bolts, do you know, we had to like drill them out and all that sort of stuff. Pain in the ass. Anyway, I bought a brand new set of chrome wheel bolts over here somewhere. That's all the nice shiny new wheel bolts in there. Very nice. So I'm going to put all those on now, and I'm hoping once we've given it a wash, it's going to look like new, this thing. Oh, door open. Was it your door? This is unknown territory. We are going out on the road in this car for the first time in, how long has it been off the road? A long time. Very, very long time. I've forgotten. All I'm thinking about is, will it or won't it pass its MOT? The brakes feel good, they feel new, very stoppy. Alright, seatbelt, does that work? Have we ever pulled that out? Oh, I'm nervous. I've got no power. Why have I got no power? Why have I got no power? It doesn't want to rev up. Why doesn't it want to rev up? We've just plugged the MAFS sensor back in because we were having troubles with that the other day, but that was only when it was idling. Nervous. Let's go to the roundabout back. How does it drive? It's alright, you know. It's straight, it's very comfortable. Like it doesn't want to kick down almost. Yeah, it doesn't kick down at all. Why not? Just put it in sports. Oh. Engine management lights just come on when I flicked it over to sports then. Should we go back to workshop and get the plug-in thing? We've got problems. She just doesn't want to rev up at all. Just nothing. Come on, doing 30 mile an hour, 25. Put the hazards on because there's cars behind me, but what's happening now? What have I done? I haven't touched anything. Why is she suddenly doing this dance? I welded the throttle pedal closed by accident. This thing has been so weird. I don't know what's up with it. I don't know why it's just belched a load of coolant out either. Can't see where it's coming from because of all the plastic covers on it. I don't know what to do. Where's Rob? Should we just put it through its MOT? See, it's going to fail now because there's a light on the dash and it's pouring coolant out. I think that might be a failure. Might not be though.
I'm thinking deep into the record collection. I'm thinking because I believe, courtesy of my thesis video, you came out with this stuff and actually bought.
Sit rep is this one. It's about 400 degrees, which is kind of nice. It's better than being cold, isn't it? But yeah, I'm covered in crap. The car does now not want to run at all. I can't get it to start. We've just managed to get it to start off easy start. I think what happened is the fuel gauge doesn't work. It only goes as far down as a quarter, won't go any further past that. So I think we've run it out of fuel. We put 3 cans of fuel in it and it fired up and it ran. And then we switched it off, did the paperwork and come back to it now and it won't run. So I think it's clogged the fuel filter. So I need to get it back to the workshop and put a new fuel filter on it and see if that fixes it. Another new fuel filter, but it might just have loads of crap in the tank from being sat for so long. and now it needs its sorting. So we're rushing about to get it through its MOT, and we have been successful in that area. Come on! So the positives are, I now have, with some advisories which I haven't even looked at yet, I now have a passed MOT certificate. What are the advisories? Let's have a look. While I'm waiting for Joe to come and pick me up so I can get the Land Rover to put this on the back of. Couple of dust covers, and age-related corrosion of underbody, and a offside rear lower swivel ball joint slight play. Sweet! But I've done so much work to this car, you'd hope it'd go through an MOT, wouldn't you? But it just doesn't want to run. Come on. I'm running out of time. Everything's time, isn't it? I've spent so much time on this car, so much time compared to the others. It's a vast amount of work for one YouTube video. The Plymouth was behind this when I brought this back on the trailer then. And I thought, oh God, how am I going to get the Plymouth out the way now on my own? Because it's like 6 o'clock at night now. And I just jumped in it and started it and drove it. It fired up immediately on the key and then just drove here. Pure reliability. This, not so much. One of the reasons that I'm rushing at the moment to try and get this done is the only day Rob is free to come with me on the road trip is tomorrow. So the MOT is passed, but it doesn't run. Should I try and start it? Okay, it is actually running, which is the dream, isn't it? But there we go. I don't know if you can hear that. Doesn't want to rev up while in gear. What a mess on that trailer. Bloody hell. So yeah, I kind of need to make it work. So I'm going to stay late tonight and have a bit of a play with it. Let's get this fuel filter changed. Oh, come on, you old slug. What's your problem? I thought we were mates. I've not got any strength left in me. I've just got nothing left. Please, move that way more, just a bit. It's been a long and tough couple of days. Strength, heat. Come on. Okay. Here we are again. Rob was suggesting as well that the MAFS sensor that's on it, which is a Delphi Technologies unit, is possibly not the best one, and I should splurge out the money and get a BMW one. So if this doesn't work now and it won't rev up properly, I might look into doing that. Giving BMW a call and just getting an original one, depending on how much they are, because at least that sort of rules it out, because there's nothing else it should be, really. Fairly simple engines once you've got all the electrics speaking to each other, which we have done. Okay, up in the air. I think I've discovered the leak, the coolant leak. It's fairly obvious when you look at it. Floor as well is seen better days. Let's give that a clean. But yeah, can you see the curvature of that radiator? Well, it's not supposed to look like that. It is just completely dead. Rusted away. Again, probably not helped by the fact that it's sat on grass for so long, but I shouldn't be able to do that. So there you go, dissolved. So I need to try and find one of those and get that fitted as well. This car is testing me. I thought we were mates, come on. This is the new one. It's worth changing, isn't it, anyway, regardless. I mean, they're not expensive and it's not a hard job, so we'll just get it done. Something to rule out then, isn't it, you know? Telling you what though, my back is done after an entire day of being under this thing. My back just doesn't want to know anymore. It's had enough of being under this car. Oh, inserted, lovely then. What about this one here? Come on, this was a faff last time, come on. In you go. Oh, down my arm. Lovely. So we even got a cig, got a lighter. Oh my God, size of that wasp. Okay, does the arrow in the right place? Yes. Flow that way. Yep, that's fine. This isn't going to work. This is not going to work. I know this isn't going to work, but I'm doing it anyway. That's what you do with modern cars. You know it's not going to work. You just replace bits. You're just constantly changing stuff because there's no real way of knowing what's wrong with something, because diagnosing things is impossible with... Where's the Jubilee clip gone for that? Oh, Jubilee clip fell on the floor. Why didn't you tell me the Jubilee clip fell on the floor? I'm going to take it all off again. Oh, God. Much better design than a lot of other fuel filters that just proper hoses and Jubilee clips rather than stupid push-in clips and stuff that inevitably always fail. Right, I've got to put this big flap back over that, and then I'm going to have a look for a radiator and maybe have a look at how to take that radiator out. I can hear the fuel pump. There you go. I wonder if that's been enough to cycle it through. Just give it one more. Trans failsafe program. Ooh, trans failsafe program. Wonder if it's just something that needs to be cleared. Why it's not changing up. I've been thinking I might do a. Oh look, I found this. Why did that come in? I might do a. That needs to be in there. I need to put those back on. I might do a transmission filter and oil change, because transmission filters and oil changes usually fix most transmission problems. I know I've done it several times in the past. Anyway, this seems to be running a bit smoother. The MAFS is plugged in. I wonder if it was the fuel filter. Ooh. That'd be so calm. I don't know if it didn't really rev up like that before, did it? It's more when it's under load. I can't do anything until I put the radiator in it. I'm going to try and get a radiator first thing tomorrow and get that swapped over. And then we can take it up the road and see if I can clear that. Come on, Cinderella may go to the ball. I don't know. It's a tricky one, this. Bit of a tricky one. Good morning. My back has had a chance to form into its original shape again overnight, which is nice. Couple of things. There is a radiator in Chester that I can go and grab now, so I've sent Joe down to get that. There is an automatic gearbox kit, which is your filter, your seal, bolts, the lot, all good. That is on its way with the new oil. MAFS sensor wise, I don't know. We're going to sort of see what it's like. Rob says he's going to plug it in, hoping that the transmission oil change fixes that and we can clear that code. Cinderella may go to the ball. Ta-da! So yeah, not the healthiest radiator I have ever seen. It's definitely looking a little sad. It is sad. Due a replacement, which hopefully is on its way now. Do they remove? Oh, wish I'd known that a few minutes ago. That was a ball ache to get off this fan, because you kind of need a special tool. But what I found was, if you get a big lengthy screwdriver, and if you sort of hold the screwdriver against that bit there, you can then put force on the nut without the whole engine spinning over and rotating. So you don't need the special tool, which is nice. But yeah, lots of space. AC rad and gearbox rad and stuff. I'm not going to do anything with. There's a lot of crap there, so I'm just going to get the hoover out. Hoover all these areas out, just tidy everything up as best I can and get ready for Joe to come back with the new rad and then get it fitted. As easy as that. The floor is like an ice skating rink. It's pretty bad, so I need to clean that up. Unless, do you want to get your
ice skates out? I can get over to Torval and Dean.
This is going back together, just putting the pipes on the brand new rad. All looking pretty decent. So the rad's in. It was an absolute nightmare, as is always the case. Things just, when they're sort of engineered and put together, they envisage everything as sort of rust-free in new condition. And they're like, oh, these push fit things, they'll just, you know, you push them in, you push the clip down, it's all fine. It's not fine. I don't know why he was from, where was he from then? Not Germany. But yeah, it's just difficult. So everything's got it. It's just tough and everything's a ball ache to sort of getting it out. But anyway, it's back in and I've only snapped one thing. Two things. One important thing. So I'm hoping that's going to be okay. I have got this new pipe as well for the MAFS sensor because the other one's a bit dicky. So I'm going to get this swapped over and then we'll fill it full of coolant and we'll try and fire it up. That's all we can do. Situation is this. She's outside, she's running. I've put the new pipe on, MAFS sensor. It still feels laboured though, like it doesn't want to rev up properly, but it sounds sweet as a nut. I filled the coolant up, and I don't know if my little fix here is gonna work. Am I really about to drive this for like 2.5 hours? There, and 2.5 hours back. Temperature's holding, heaters are getting warm. Yeah, revving it. It's just not revving up nicely. Haven't tried running it without the MAF yet, but see how this goes. Just let the coolant do its job for a bit first, make sure the radiator's okay. Doesn't want to move, man. Just going to take it around the yard a couple of times. It feels to me like it's in limp home mode. That's what it feels like. If these do have limp home modes. Why is this thing starting to do this now? It's so frustrating. My machine here is not really good enough to sort of do what I need it to do. I need it to just delve a little bit further in like Rob's laptop does. So until he comes down with that, we're going to do something completely different on this car, because I don't want to work on the engine anymore and it needs to cool down because we want to be able to get our hands in and check wiring and all that sort of stuff again, and it's red hot right now. So this stereo is, and always has been, under my ownership, completely dead, and I don't know why. It's just, it never turns on, never works, nothing. I'm going to pull this stereo out now, but what am I going to replace it with? Well, a company reached out to me a little while ago and said, Ben, do you fancy having a look at one of our stereos and putting it in one of your cars? Because I always see you putting stereos in cars because I like my tunes. So I said, well, you know, what are we talking about here? What is it? And then I went and had a look. It's a company called Extrons, right? And if you've been watching this channel for a while, you know I don't really tend to do any sponsorship stuff unless the product's decent, you know. The product's got to be good for me to, you know, do it and talk about it, and it's got to be something that I use. Because I mentioned I was doing the lovely BMW video, and they said we do a whole kit and an amazing stereo for the E38, specifically this car. They do lots and lots of cars. Go on the website, I'll put it up here somewhere. If you have a car that they supply, or if they do lots of universal stereos and stuff as well, you can use this discount code. They've given me a discount code and it's 20%. It's a hell of a discount code. Usually you see on other channels like 10%, but this one's 20%, so you can use that. And I'm going to show you this product now. It looks mega. It's a box inside a box. Okay. Extrons. Now I have had a brief look inside here and it looked amazing. Driving entertainment. Oh, cables. So there's loads of stuff with it. I'm hoping this is everything I need to just plug this pretty much straight into the car. Some sort of surround thing. All that good stuff. Again, this is a proper bit of kit. This isn't some cheap sort of... If I'd have bought this, it would have been about 400 quid, right? So use that discount code because it should be good. But this stereo, because I'm hoping when this car's done, right, if it works, one of the reasons I'm doing this now as well is that I need to do something else on this car because it is killing me, this thing. But when I do use it, I want to take advantage of the sound system and stuff because I love my tunes. And to do that, I need a good stereo. What do you reckon to this mad thing? Does it go like that? I think it goes like that. I've pulled this stereo out, and I don't know if there's power going to anything here, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna give it a go. I just hope with all the stuff that's in this kit, it's gonna be an easy job. I usually love BMWs, but all these clips and stuff, the entire time I've worked on this car, which is a lot of hours so far gone into this thing, the clips just tear your fingers to pieces. They don't need to be that sort of over-engineered. Oh, nice. That is a blown fuse. Awesome. Fuse is blown, which is why the stereo didn't work. What's this? Do you remember when I went to the Nürburgring in the Focus and we stopped at that Halfords and... Oh wow, does that move it along? No. That's cool. We stopped at that Halfords and fitted the stereo in the car park because the stereo randomly broke at 2 o'clock in the morning. How annoying. If you haven't watched that video, it's very good. And I'm hoping that all of these buttons, this is the difference between this and some sort of cheaper version, if you'd like. I think because of all the CAN bus and stuff like that, I think these buttons will continue to work, which is always brilliant if you can do it. Do you need half of these things? There's nothing plugged into that. Does that need something plugged into it? It's got a gyroscope. That's seriously cool. What is that going to be? What is the gyroscope? I want to know what a gyroscope is. Steering wheel controls, split screen, everything. The head unit is not a toy, you've been told. Okay, I've plugged the battery back in, and I've plugged everything in the back that I can plug in, I think. So, come to life. Oh my god, it is as well. Oh no, that's cool. That is... Whoa, Jesus Christ, don't break it. Bloody hell. Cack-handed, yeah? Android, that's me. Hello. You can see yourself there, look. Engine management light's gone off as well. What that's for? Device is starting. This is... Oh, cool. Right, radio. I haven't plugged that in yet. Oh, wow, look at that! How do I attach it to my phone then? This company seems to be the real deal. They have... I forgot about all of this stuff that was in a separate bag next to it. And look what was in there. They knew. They know everything. That's so good. But also, not just that, look at all these other cables. There's stuff for like subs and amps and all that cool stuff, which I'm going to plug in now. But also there's this here, which I've just opened. Feels really nice. And it's got a place for a SIM card. Interesting. So I'm going to put those SIM cards in. I don't know if you have to activate them or something, but I'm going to see if it works. I'm going to put one of those SIM cards in. That's your microphone, so if you want to use your Bluetooth, you can run this through there and do all that, so I'll do that. Probably another time, because Rob's on his way. I've just connected to my internet. I can connect to my printer as well, that's cool. This stuff here, I need to figure out, because that is going to hold it sort of up there like that, really. But they've sent me PDF and stuff of how to do it, but I just haven't had a chance to have a little look yet. Whoa, look at this. Engine management, diagnostics and tools. real-time information, fault codes, test results, graphing, adapter status, get plug. Oh man, this... might put this in my Porsche actually. Oh, internet. Oh nice, it wants you to... oh, it tells you how to do it all. That's what loads of this must be for, because you've got USB interfaces for it there. Oh, this is so smart. Right, okay, that's cool. I don't want to do that right now. Pair new device, Extrons. Ah. Oh, it works! The buttons on the steering wheel work! Oh, wow. Excuse the name of that. Right, this is so cool. I've just attached it to my phone, and I've got maps, I've got Android Auto, the truck is in the background. It's got everything. All my apps and stuff on there, my spoofy. Okay, that's incredible. The buttons on the steering wheel all work. This is awesome. I wonder if they do one for the Land Rover. This is a serious bit of kit, this. So Extrons, thank you very much for sending this to me. I need to spend a bit of time. I think after this video is all boxed off, because we need to sort this engine out, I'm going to get it all plumbed in all properly, because this is going to be a proper nice addition to this car. Make it very nice and modern and cool looking. All it needs now is slamming on the ground and some big chrome wheels. No. But yeah, thank you, Extrons. That's super nice of you to send me that. And if you guys want to buy anything from them, there's a code down there that you can use, 20% off, which is pretty good. I'm just having a little play with this, and Rob is discovering codes.
So we've got another 6 hours in the ECU again. Now, I don't know if that's just because you've been messing around with stuff.
Messing around?
I know what you're like. What happens if I unplug this? Oh, it switches off.
Usually works.
We'll clear it down.
Yep.
Give it a clean bill of health. And then try again, innit?
Stick it on the highway.
Yeah, boy. That's all it needs, isn't it?
It just needs to, yeah, it's got to have a bit of a drive, like.
Yeah, it's waking from its deep slumber.
We'd all need to stretch the legs if we'd been in a field for 13 years.
Exactly.
Status report. Another one.
It's got a mind of its own electrically, this thing, isn't it? It's just stuff decides it's going to work, then it doesn't want to work. Oh,
It's being a real pig. And not only that, one of the reasons I'm outside the car is we've tried everything, locking it, unlocking it, and I just cannot for the life of me open the door any more than that. It's really testing my patience, this thing now.
We've cleared everything down. Keep getting the odd sporadic code, but we think giving this thing a bit of a run. Don't know how old the fuel is in this thing either.
Well, we only put 3 cans in it yesterday. It's a big tank, so I think if we just try and make it now. This door open, it's just full of bizarre electric faults.
It is, isn't it?
If we take it, try and make it to the petrol station, we'll just brim it with good stuff.
And then send it.
Yeah, and then send it, and just, but I don't even know if we're going to be out of limp home mode or anything. I mean, it feels better, but
there's only one way to find out, isn't there?
Well, let's see if we can spin those rear wheels.
Do a send.
No. Doesn't want to change down at all, does it?
No. Oh, car, you're letting us down. Don't know why you can see that, but this car just curses anything electrical. Even my laptop's now dead.
Come on, foot's to the floor, and we're just not going anywhere. It just feels like limp home mode. I don't know what it is. 2,500 RPM, it's as much as we're getting.
It's in a bit of a slumber. Still just waiting for the laptop to fire back up.
We've never done 60 though. This is pretty good. We're doing 60, almost 3,000 RPM. It's just not changing gear. So I've not done the automatic gearbox service yet. Not had the time to do it, but I will do that. I think it's stuck in 4th, I think is the issue. And when I put it over into manual, it won't change down. It says 1st on the dash, but it's not. It's not 1st. The kick down button's not doing anything. There's no kick down at all.
completely temperamental communications here as well. It just keeps losing comms.
I've just put in 65 quid of full fat motion lotion, and I've got myself a cheese and onion pasty. I think we should try and make it back now. The engine seems to be doing okay, but the gearbox isn't working, so I think we should go back and do the fastest ever gearbox flush.
I think so.
We're just back from the petrol station. It's just constant nightmare, this thing. Really doesn't want to come back to life, does it, at all? Some cars do and some cars don't, and this is just one of those ones that just doesn't.
Putting up a fire, isn't she? And I can't get out now. I'm gonna have to climb.
Not having a great day.
Leaky fuel tank.
This car is going to be the death of me. It really is. So fuel tank is split just up there. So I think it is a, yeah, it's a metal tank. And just where that rubber thing is, it's just rusted through. So it wants a new fuel tank.
I'll get the weld out.
And it goes all the way across as well. So you'd have to take the prop off. All
Gearbox. Diff.
You'd probably be alright with just the prop, wouldn't you? Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, you probably would. Exhaust. Oh god, it's just a monstrous old leak, that. This thing is a nightmare. It's just the neediest car I've ever seen.
It's the gift that keeps on giving, this one.
It really is. Is there something leaking over here now as well?
You got any chemical matter or anything? Fucking anything we can just like
patch it up with?
Yeah.
Not really, no.
Okay, so we are now just going to dip the transmission because we're wondering, is it low fluid it's causing?
It's going to go. It's not going to go. I can feel it rounded.
You can see it. It's alright.
Can it go in any further than that, do you think?
That's it.
Sure?
Yeah, she's all the way home. Go on, just go for it.
I can see it going though. Oh, thank God for that.
There she goes. See, anyway, back to what I was saying. We're just going to check the level of the transmission because low transmission fluid can cause us to not have gears. So before we go to the
Whoa! Fuck!
hell.
Wow.
Is that water?
I mean, that's too much fucking stuff in there anyway, isn't it? Oh my God. What the hell is that?
Well, regardless, judging by the colour, that needed to come out.
We've got some sawdust because it has gone catastrophically wrong over here. So we're just going to cover the floor in sawdust and then throw a match at it. We've drained this other plug as well. There's I don't know, so much fluid here. It must be 15 litres or so. I don't know. Very, very strange. It's just, and it's black. It's like water. ATF is supposed to be red. I don't know if you know that, but that is just like black water. It's absolutely disgusting. No wonder it wasn't changing gear. So I'm going to pull the pan off now, see what it's like underneath or inside. It's like outside the waltzers, isn't it, at a fair? Except this is more sick because that, I don't know if you can hear that, but that is like water, black water in there. It's awful. What are we going to do about this car? What are we going to do with it? There's fuel just falling out the bottom. Just had a look for petrol tanks. There's 700 quid. Real catastrophic sense of humour failure from the BMW there. Speaking of which, these are the new ones of t-shirts. Catastrophic sense of humour failure. That was when the Austin Van Plas blew all its coolant out everywhere. If you want to buy one of these, please go and buy one because I need to spend 700 quid on a fuel tank. Amongst many other things. Right, okay, and another thing we haven't told yet is the bonnet doesn't close. We haven't mentioned that yet, but the bonnet doesn't close for some reason. It's just stopped closing. Okay, crack on.
Stage better and better. Last bolt that comes out.
The hot bits of metal are going in my crease of my arm and they're burning me. I can smell my own flesh. I can smell my own flesh. I can smell petrol. I can smell gearbox. Gearbox all mixed with piss. I can smell coolant. And Rob keeps farting.
That's you, mate.
Incredible stuff. Tastes delicious. These are all magnets on the bottom here. And I have seen some pictures of these things being absolutely covered in metal, and this one isn't, which is kind of good news really, and the pan looks quite clean. So I'm always trying to find the bright side of things in life.
Take anything we can get at the moment.
Yeah, as well, the filters we think is the wrong one, but it might work, I don't know.
So there we have old filter design. Here we have the new filter design.
It's genuinely cursed, isn't it?
This is the worst car you've ever been near.
Do you remember that? I did that orange Mini years ago.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Needed orange Mini, and
The Pontiac.
Pontiac was bad as well. But yeah, that orange Mini, again, BMW design techniques, just every single thing on it was just a massive problem.
Yeah. Everything you touched just didn't want to play ball, didn't want to work.
No, and this is, unfortunately, completely the wrong gasket. It's not even remotely right.
Completely the wrong filter.
Yeah, filter's wrong, gasket's wrong, so I'm going to send those back. I'm going to leave all this now to just do its thing. I'll come in tomorrow, have a massive tidy up, get everything back to sort of spec, clean the office bin, because that's full of, I don't know what it's full of. Just chuck a match in it and see if it goes off. But right now,
fluid, isn't it?
yeah, right now we're going to have a beer in the sun and forget all about it, because this has been a nightmare day. We've made progress though, the engine was running sweet.
Yeah, we've sorted that bit.
Engine was running sweet, which is a
Get
bit
it shifting gears and then you're good to go. And a fuel tank.
Oh, fuel tank. Right, okay, yeah, cool. See you in the morning. It's the next day, and to cheer up spirits, the floor's been done. So Aled's turned up, and I got all these, I did all this the other day. I've cleaned everything up under there, it's all fine, everything's good. That floor cleans up so nice. And the beam, I'm just waiting for the new filter and stuff, and then we're going to start putting all that back together. Please work, please. Anyway, Aled's here, and we're putting more tiles down. So we're going to do all of this space, we're going to do the office, everything with all of these. Absolutely superb. A couple of people mentioned, asked where I got these tiles from. They're from a company called Garage Style, www.garagestyle.co.uk. So go and buy some if you want. But we haven't done any sort of sponsorship or anything, unlike the Extrons. I'm just telling you where I got these things from. Pretty good so far. I don't want to say like I fully recommend these things, because I just haven't had enough time with them to be able to like put my name on them and go, yeah, buy these, they're amazing, because I haven't done enough. There hasn't been enough oil spilt on them. There's been a lot. The new stuff has arrived, which is great. So I'm going to change the filter, change the gasket, because they are the correct ones this time, which is great news. New one there, so that's going to sit nicely up there. And you can see, I mean, it's pretty bad. There's all sorts of crap all over it really, but that's going to sit in there. And then I'm just going to scrape this off now, try and make a nice job of that as best as I can. Put the new gasket on, tighten everything up, got bolts with it and stuff. I don't know, place bets now I suppose, in the comments. What do you think? Do you think it's going to work or not? We're not sure here. As you can see here, we're filling up the gearbox oil, which is, I mean, a little bit complicated, more complicated than otherwise, but what we're doing is using this long pipe, and we're using gravity, because in this fully equipped workshop, I cannot find my syringe, partly because it's absolute chaos in here and everything is everywhere. So it's possibly number 17. Anyway, we're now at the stage where we've filled the oil to where it's starting to drip out. I now apparently need to start the car and then let it run for a few minutes or whatever, and top the oil up while it's running and then wait for it to drip out again, which apparently should give us another 1.5 litres. Once it started dripping again, apparently we get in and we start putting it through the gears, if it'll change. I guess we're going to find out. Potentially amazing results, but we are, if I try and maintain 50, it's just 1500 RPM, go through the gears, yeah, first, second, third, we fixed the gearbox with an oil change. That's incredible news, that is incredible. Oh, right, let's drop it down, check the oil level, put the plug back on, and then we can get this thing off the ramp. Look how high up I am. It's the hottest day of the year and we've got a fuel leak and we're about to set off. Don't know if you can see behind me there, but Joe's just putting the fire extinguisher in the boot just in case the fuel leak does set the car on fire. After all this hard work, it's been the most work I've ever done in a car so quickly. Oh, is it not opening? Works on the key. I just want to show you this. It's not fully in its home yet. I've had to do some modifications, some cutting of things and stuff, but it is almost there. And it's just, I'm telling you, it's the coolest thing. Oh, no, I don't. How do I get off this? This is kind of where it's going to sit. I still need to do the things on the back because I need to do a little bit more cutting, but it's going to sort of slot all the way back home there, so you'll be able to get to and see all this perfectly. It's going to look quite OEM plus, which I'm really, really excited about. I've just got to do a bit more work to it. There's still quite a few things I need to do to this car, but all I want to do is go and see if this gearbox works, and if it does, I'm going to be so pleased because it's over the line then in a massive way. We're taxed, we're MOT'd. Let's hit the road. I can't believe it. That's first gear. Second gear. Come on, baby, come on. Come on, just do some stuff. It's not having it. It's not having it. Doesn't want to move. Oh, come on. Status update is this one. It just continuously jumps back into trans fail-safe mode. I can start it and it'll go off in first and then straight into trans fail-safe mode, and it'll stay in fourth. I think it's fourth, and I can't move up and down the gears, can't do anything with the gearbox. It's just stuck in what it is. So the oil change hasn't worked, so I don't know. There was definitely far too much stuff in that gearbox when I did the change. Then there was just far too much in it, and I don't know if that's damaged something, because I think automatic gearboxes all work off valves and all sorts of other stuff like that, and I think if you overload it with liquid and stuff, then it's not going to do it any good. And there was just, yeah, we put one of those containers in, and Rob and I reckon there was 3 to 4 of those containers worth in it. So I don't know if something's gone on there or something's leaked into it or something. I don't know what to do. This car is just being a real headache, I mean, it's great though. I love the stereo thing. I love the way it drives. It's very comfortable. It's a nice big car. I love the way it looks. There's a lot of plus points about it, but boy, is it giving me some aggravation. I mean, we've come a long way in this video. It's got 12 months MOT and it didn't have before, or for the last sort of 13 years. I mean, it's drivable. I could drive it round now. I mean, it's just, obviously it's possibly dripping the odd bit of fuel. Hopefully it's gone below the level now though. And it's only got 1 gear. And also it's got a couple of gremlins. That door keeps doing something. The lights, the interior lights are always on because it thinks there's a door open, and there isn't a door open, but it thinks there's a door open. And the bonnet catch, I think it needs 2 new bonnet catches and a new bonnet cable, because someone's been in there before to try and get the bonnet up and they've wrecked everything. So I think the bonnet catches, there's bits bent on them, so I've tried to sort of push it home and it just doesn't work. So I think they've been forced in the past to get the bonnet open. It's a little bit frustrating, so I might have to do a lot more work to this car yet. It's the way it goes sometimes though. Sometimes cars just come back to life and sometimes they definitely don't. But it's not the end of the road for this car. It really isn't the end of the road for this car. I'm gonna do all the jobs it needs. I'm gonna do everything it needs for me to be able to use it, even if that means putting a new gearbox in it. I'll put a new gearbox in it because it's worth doing. If it had badly failed its MOT or something, then maybe I wouldn't, but it hasn't. It's done well. Getting out of this junction now. Gonna have to wait for a big gap. Thankfully, it takes a lot more than a knackered gearbox to get me down. I don't know what's up with this car. There's a few things up with it that we need to sort. I'm just going to have to get round to them. There's probably going to be an episode 3 on the 7 series because we've come so far. We have to carry on. We have to get this thing over the line properly. And the main thing there is this bloody gearbox. There's a few other little niggly jobs. The fuel tank, I'm hoping I can fix that. I really am. I don't want to have to take the fuel tank off. I don't have to put another fuel tank in it. Seen second-hand ones for a couple of £100. It's a big old job. But while everything's off, good excuse to swap the gearbox, isn't it? Hopefully I don't need to, because it has worked through the gears. It feels electric. It does feel electric. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a think on it. If you've got any suggestions in the comments, I'd love to hear them. There's other things as well. The bonnet's not properly closed, which is a problem if I was to go on the motorway. And yeah, just a couple of tiny small, there's a bit of a knot coming from that side. It's a few things, but I'm going to sort it, you know. Let's look at the positives. I'm so pleased with how this thing has progressed. So I had big visions of getting off down to Caffeine and Machine with Rob, and we were going to do the telephone thing, you know, with the SIM card, putting on my Instagram and getting people to ring in. So I think that's the aim for episode 3, is to get this thing properly boxed off and then do that. But yeah, I want to work on something else for a bit because this thing's been a pain, it really has. And the last thing I want to say, right, about this car and this whole episode so far, because it's been a headache, real headache. This whole car's been a huge headache from start to finish. It's the last car I'm ever going to buy that has been parked on grass. I put every problem that it's got, I put down to the fact that it was parked on grass. I've been there plenty of times. The grass eats everything. The dew is just a constant case of getting wet, drying, getting wet, drying. It's rust and corrosion's paradise. And that has plagued this entire car. Don't park your cars on grass. That's what I'm blaming everything on this car that's gone wrong. Even the gearbox, because I think it's electrical. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. And again, please hit the subscribe button and the like button, because we have done a lot, you know. She's back on the road at least. She's taxed and MOT. Can't ask for much more than that, can we? I'll see you again soon. Bye.